Alright, it's Tuesday morning, October 15th, 2019. My name's Steve. I'm down here vacation in Medellin, Colombia. First time ever here. Been here a few days now, and I thought, well, let's go ahead and record some video here and put this up of my trading my futures portfolio. And I normally, well, I live in Mexico. From Texas and Kansas City area, and also originally on the Indiana side of near Chicago, growing up as a kid. I'm 65 years old now. Business owner most of my life, several different businesses, and started investing when I was 20, what time was it, 27 I guess, and then started doing the stock market stuff in about 2000. And at that time, I still had my carpet cleaning business up in Kansas, and so I couldn't do it full time. I never did do futures back then, and I started doing futures when it took a crack at it in 2013, roughly, yeah, somewhere around there, and did okay until I bought copper futures contracts. Actually, I bought about 5 of them. Looking back, that was a mistake. I bought too many, and then the price went down because China made some announcement about the housing starting to slow down in China, so that means not as much use for copper, which of course is used in copper wire for electricity. So, and then plus I didn't set I didn't tell my platform, which at that time was Scottrade. I didn't tell it. I forgot to tell it to sell a certain price if it went down too far, because I had to go to the dentist, and I made a mistake and forgot to set a stop loss, to sell it if it reached a certain point on the downside. So I messed up there, and I thought, well, this is going to be too hard to do. And that was 6 years ago. So now I'm totally retired. Don't have to worry about work or any of that stuff, and I'm basically just supplementing my Social Security income. I've done pretty, I do pretty well in normal trading of exchange traded funds. I don't do stocks anymore. It's too risky. You never know really what's going on inside these different companies, so be careful, if you're doing stocks. I've done everything. Penny stocks, sub-penny stocks, all these pump and dump schemes, and when I look back, it's just like, wow, that's a lot of time invested for not as much money as what it's worth. So when I got burned on buying Apple, when Steve Jobs came out, said he had cancer. Remember that? Yeah, that's when I learned a painful lesson about don't fall in love with the stock. But I ended up making my loss back, but it just took about 8 months. So I thought, well, let's do exchange traded funds. It doesn't have near the pop, the juice as we call it, but it's much safer. And so that's what I've been doing with my my simplified employee pension account at the mutual fund. There is 1 or 2 mutual funds that let you trade it. Make one trade before 9:30, and then you can also go back in at before 3 o'clock close Central Standard Time, and then either sell it if it's gone up, or scale in another position. There's only one mutual fund company that lets you do that. So I'm doing the futures market. President Trump has been good overall for the stock market, despite what you may think about him. Tough job he's got, man. Trying to rein in China, all their stealing of everybody's secrets and technology, and so not easy job. I tune out the noise anyway. I don't listen to all that stuff. I just look at the market and what it's doing. And right now, I'm watching the British pound again. Last night I did good. I traded it, and I thought, well, might as well put some of this stuff on video, and maybe I can help a few people. I have no illusions about trying to become the largest, I guess most viewers doing this. That's not my goal. I'm already, when I had my internet radio station back in 1998, 1999, April 15th issue, I found my internet radio station was chosen by Rolling Stone magazine as the second best in the United States, which was a good thing for the type of music I was playing, which was groups that sound like Rush and Pink Floyd, but from around the world. So it's called progressive rock and metal, if you know what that is. Good times back then, did that for 16 years. And then when I started, coming more and more to Mexico after my divorce, I decided it was too hard to try to upload programs and do stuff like that. Getting a good upload speed to upload some of the podcasts and different shows and stuff back then. So, yep, no longer doing that, but that was a fun time though. Got a chance to do a lot of really good interviews. Probably my best interview I did was with the progressive rock group Dream Theater, if you know who they are, out of New York City. James LaBrie, singer, Jordan Rudis, keyboard. Great group. Helped promote them back in 1999, 2000. They had their release come out. So anyway, I am trading my futures account and I'm watching the British pound again. GFF. What the hell is this? Is this going now? Nope, it's not active yet. This is the feeder cattle. Yeah. Cows, I don't think that's... How the hell does it say I'm up $175? It's not even open yet. It's open? No, that can't be correct. I don't think that's right. I'm not up $175 because it's not even open yet. Or is it? Nah, that's not right. The feeder cattle doesn't open till 8:30 Central Time, and it's only 6:30 right now. So I don't know what that is. That's $175 a policy. Let me try something else here. This is lumber, and lumber is not open yet until about the same time. Yeah, yesterday I made a trade. I got in lumber at 378.60 cents, sold it 20 cents later, and that 20 cents translates to $77 profit. HE, this is lean hogs. I like trading hogs. And yesterday I did a trade, bought one contract of lean hogs, $68.90. And then I sold it at 69.25. And that difference between those two numbers right here, that equals $140 profit. Pretty short period of time too. This thing's been worthless. This is a mini natural gas. I'm in at $2.53, and it's this right here. So I'm down, and it wants to go a little bit lower. So I'm down $100. It's not bad. This is soybean. Oh, now it's going down. I watched this thing earlier this morning, 1 or 2 in the morning, and it just couldn't figure out which way to go. Now it's coming down. Wow. Except soybeans is open. Soybeans and oats are open to trade from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. or so, and then it closes for a little bit and then reopens about 8:30. So it's we got a couple hours left. Huh. I'll be darned. Let me see if I can do a couple things here, and we'll check this out. That's correct. We go to do a little long. And I need to do what's called a Fibonacci retracement. This is named after a famous Italian mathematician that came up with these different ratios. Right there, change the color here for you. Now, there you go. You see that a little bit better? It's coming down to the floor right here. This is the basement, if you will. This is the floor. This is the ceiling. It's a channel that it runs in. It's like an algorithm. And This is sophisticated stuff. All I'm trying to do is piggyback on what the machines are doing. Yeah, das machine. It's pretty much the truth. These numbers are important. When it gets down to this level, it usually will try to hit this, and that's about where we're at. And I just think, for the heck of it, I think I'm going to buy. I sure am. I'm going to see what happens here. I'll buy. This is soybeans. Well, hold on. No. Wait a minute. No. I don't want to do that yet. I want to check something. I've got to go to my cheat sheet and see what's going on with that, this, soybean. So what I'll do is I'll type in bar chart right here. Okay. This is a good website for you to use. It's barchart.com. I don't know if I can get this to line up properly or not. Yeah, you see that okay? Yeah. Lumber, it's currently #1 thing to trade. Orange juice, cotton, live cattle, feeder. Here's oats. Not done oats, but didn't move much last night. Here's British pound. See, it's still in. Platinum is good. Trade today. Now figuring out what price to get in, that's another story. That's why these, like bar chart, goes ahead and kind of lets you know what's moving and what's not, but it doesn't tell you what price to enter. So we figure that's up to you, up to us. Palladium, coffee. Here's Russell 2000, Nasdaq, top 100. I don't mess with bonds. Okay, so what's at the worst at the other end? Hard red wheat is not doing too well. Oil is down. Corn, wheat, more wheat, different. Okay, Bitcoin, yes, there's Bitcoin. High grade copper is not. Lean hogs is not doing well. You can short them, but let's just take the. I'm trying to stay positive. Here's soybeans. Soybeans not doing good. No wonder I couldn't get much movement last night. Well, it changed from, okay, it was doing okay, and now it's not. So just like that, it changed. So live cattle, feeder cattle, and oats, British pound. Okay. So let's close this, right? And well, cattle doesn't open for another couple hours. See that, so I'm going to change this back to this right here. There we go. And it's at the base right here. This is soybean. Did I say soybean was good or not? Soybean, where are you? There's Japanese yen. Soybean, alright. Soybean oil. No. Not particularly good. Here's, let's see. Now this is some news yesterday, Monday, October 14th, 2019. Soybean post gains to start the week. And here's the specifics of the contract. Trades from 7 p.m. to 7:45 a.m. and again 8:30 to 1:20 Central Standard Time, Sunday through Friday. And this is kind of how much it costs to get in, roughly. Here, contract expires type thing. It's important to know. And let's see. January soybeans. So what I'm doing is coming down to take a look and see if it's a buy or. Okay, now this is one of the issues I have with the bar chart. They just showed it was kind of in the red a little bit, but that may just mean that the price is down, which I think it does. Now they're saying this is a strong buy. 80% buy right now. Come back up here. Right, start at the top, and we're going to go back to the initial page right here. These are, well, these are the ones that are up in price quite a bit. Lumber, wow, fantastic. I bought that yesterday, made about 300 bucks. Okay, so now we'll go back to soybean. Soybean. There. Now that shows that the price is down 0.46%, 0.40%. So with that in mind, let's go back to soybean. Right here. I'm going to stop this video real quick, then we'll come back. It's getting kind of long, about 16 minutes. We'll be right back.